Hey guys, Christina Marie here and Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2015. I'm pre-recording it, so it's technically still 2014, so I am from the past. Kidding. I wanted to bring you today a 2-for-1. I'm going to be giving you my January TBR, which is a little ambitious for me this month, and I'll tell you why in a little bit, and my 2015 reading goals for me, for my Goodreads challenge, for all of those things. So I'm going to just talk about all of that in one video, and hopefully it's not a super duper long video. You know me and my talking. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to start with my January TBR, and the reason why I say it's ambitious is because I've been so busy lately, so anything over like 3 books is going to be tough. But remember last year when I told you that I would be reading 6 indie books that was going to kick off the year for me. And so here are the 6 books that I told you I was going to read. The first book, let's recap, is The Summer Solstice Enchanted by K.K. Allen, who I am now friends with. She's great. I cannot wait to read this book. It's a pretty small book, so I should get through it rather quickly. So what is that? What am I, a pirate? So there's this book right here. Oh, and Bailey scratched me. Ow. Then the next book I'm reading, which is another fairly short book, is by K.S. Marsden, and it's The Shadow Rises. I'm really excited to read this one too. I'm glad some of these are rather small. As soon as I say that, the last 4 are bigger. This one is by A.J. Salem, and it's called Almost Demon. And then this one I'm really, really excited about, and this is by E.J. Fish, and it's called Dakiti. I really love the premise of this one. If you want to know what these books are about, I will link my indie book haul down below, and you can hear me talk about these books. Then I have Chapter Closed by K.J. Keller, which is another white book that I barely noticed last time that these were a pair of shears with blood on them. And then the final book that I'm going to be reading, I don't want to say final because that's not correct, the last indie book that I plan on reading this month is by Suzanne McKenna Link, and it's called Saving Toby. So that quick run through is my January TBR. I do have a couple of review books that I'm not going to mention because I'm not sure if I'll get to them. We'll just kind of see what happens. But let's get to part 2 of this video, which are my 2015 reading goals. Now, I set goals for myself every single year. 1, because I like to have something to work towards, and 2, it just kind of puts a little bit of organization and structure to my year of what I want to do. I had some time to think about things because 2014, though it was a great year overall, had a lot of valleys, a lot of tough times for obvious reasons. I'll link one of the videos down below that'll explain what happened to me during the summer if you haven't seen it or if you don't know the story. But also I just found myself I found myself a little bit stressed, and it was stress that I put upon myself. I spread myself really, really thin. I overcommitted with a few things. And of course, you know, I'm human. It's going to happen because I think I can do everything because things are going so well. So what I wanted to do was reframe my whole reading thing. From my blog to my channel to my just everyday reading life. I wanted to make things easier for myself, and I kind of have to because now I have a job that demands a lot of my time. I work at Sephora, like you guys know, as I keep saying. I'm sorry. So that takes up a lot of my time now, and I need to be able to do that and read because I love them both. There's no one over the other. So with that being said, I came up with some 2015 reading goals that should help me balance a little bit better, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So just to recap from 2014, my Goodreads reading goal was a little ambitious. I started, I think, with 75 books for 2014. I wanted to read 75 books. Then I hit 75 books about halfway through the year, which is awesome. So I bumped it up to 100 books, which I hit maybe by the end of summer, maybe somewhere around there. And then I said, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for the gold. And I bumped it up to 150 books. And I am happy to say that by the end of 2014, I had read over 160 books. I want to say 170. Let me double check. Yes, I read 170 books by the end of 2014, which is insane. It's probably not going to happen again. 2014 was just a year where I had an extra boost of reading energy and time. That is a big factor. I had time to read. I still have time to read in 2015, but not as much, which is why my goals are a little bit different. So let's get started on the goals. Let me share with you what they are. So my first goal of 2015 is to read 50 books. That is my goal. 50, which is way lower than the goal that I started with in 2014. But like I said, time is a huge factor. I think 50 should be fairly easy for me. That's like 1 book a week. I really honestly read books in like 2 to 3 days at the most. So I'm probably, honestly, if I stay consistent, can read 100 books, but I'm not going to put that kind of pressure on myself this year. I just can't do it. So 50 is my Goodreads goal. My second goal is gonna be a little humorous, just a little. I plan on finishing the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. I started it last year and I was really gung-ho. I read book 1 and book 2, and then the Mark of Athena came and I was like, I want to read something else. I don't know what happened. I was planning on finishing the whole series because the final book came. The Blood of Olympus came out last year in October, and I thought I would be done. You know, I would just close it off with reading that book. Never got to it. So I need to read, what, 4? Mark of Athena, House of Hades. Oh no, 5. Mark of Athena, House of Hades, and Blood of Olympus, I think. Yeah, that's what I need. Those are the books that I need to read. So I plan on finishing that series sometime in 2015. Number 3. I want to read more young adult books, more YA books. I kind of strayed away from that in 2014, which is fine. I'm not upset about it. I don't regret it. There's no disappointment with that. But I have come to find that my heart is in YA literature, really great YA literature. I do love new adult. I love it, love it, love it. But I love YA more. I am going to continue reading new adult. I'm still going to read adult fiction. I'm going to read all of the books. I have no like boundaries or anything, but I have a heart and a love for YA literature that I kind of put on the back burner in 2014. And like I said, I don't regret it, but it's just something that made me realize how much I love it and I miss it. I blame it on Amy Engel, who wrote the Book of Ivy, because that book was amazing and made me fall in love with YA all over again. I can't wait for 2015. I can't wait for all the reading I'm going to do this year. Reading goal number 4. I want to read more independent books. Now that I know a lot more indie authors, I want to read more of their things. I want to support them. I want to get their books and their names out there. So I'm going to be making an effort this year to at least read a few indie books per month as part of my TBRs. I just want to make sure that I am supporting everyone. And I'm not just supporting the well-known authors and the, you know, mainstream authors. I want to support all of the authors, and that includes independent authors who do everything themselves. And I want to make sure that their stuff is getting read and getting supported and getting promoted. So I want to make sure that I'm reading more indie books. Next goal, I want to read more books from the library. I want to go to my library and I want to explore, and I want to just read more library books and continue doing my what's in my library videos that I've done. I think I've done 3 or 4 of them so far. I like doing those things. Those are so much fun because that's me discovering, oh, my library has this book and this kind of book and this and this and this. And I like sharing that with you guys because, to be completely honest, I'm learning that my library has these things just as you're learning that my library has these things. And I just find it so much fun to discover the great world of books and audiobooks and ebooks and all of the things that you can find in a library. And so I want to continue doing that as well. Next goal, I want to read more diversely this year. And when I say diversely, I don't mean Black, white, Asian, Latino. No, I don't mean that, even though that's part of it. I mean all across the board. I want to read more historical fiction. I don't really want to read nonfiction, but if it's interesting enough, I want to read more nonfiction. I want to read sci-fi, fantasy, paranormal. I want to read all of the genres. So with that, those are my 2015 reading goals. They're pretty easy. Nothing too eccentric, nothing too crazy, nothing too, you know, off the charts or anything, but it's going to take work. It is going to take diligence. It's just going to take me focusing and just balancing my time a little bit better, and really just falling in love with reading all over again. I will admit that it's been hard with the past holiday season, that it just dominated my entire life, to just go to work and come home, blog, go to sleep, go to work, come home, blog, you know, so on and so forth. So yeah, just finding a good rhythm for things. And there's my word again. That might be my word of 2015. Rhythm. But yeah, so that is it for this video, you guys. Once again, Happy New Year. I am so excited to be kicking off 2015 with you guys. Again, thank you so much for supporting me all this time. I will see you soon with another video. I am actually in the process of compiling my top 15 anticipated reads of 2015. So that'll be coming soon, as well as my 2015 goals for my channel. So that's going to be coming as well. One of those videos, you're going to see me in the same outfit again, so don't freak out, okay? But yeah, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and comment down below with any goals you have for 2015. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.